How did you fracture your L4 and L4? Ooh.
Yeah, fell on my coccyx twice, and that was when I was, I think I was 13. So I didn't do sport for a solid year and a half at all.
Sorry, that's so hard.
Yeah, but everything's fine. A lot of rehab.
Did you have to have surgery or
no,
just okay?
Thankfully, not just a
and
back
it, did it heal on its own
entirely?
Okay, perfect. Have you done so apart from netball? Obviously, you were active as a kid.
Yes.
And after that, did you?
I went back into hockey.
Okay, great.
So everything with my back was fine.
I've been doing some Pilates.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
The gym you found, no, you haven't had injuries,
No.
you haven't had any restrictions.
No.
Do you get pain in your back every now and again?
So that's from the endometriosis.
Okay, so not from that L4, L5. So we can basically, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's been about like
so is it at certain times of the month that you then feel more pain?
It's
so you can track it.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where I am in my cycle and stuff because I did get an IUD for the endometriosis.
Okay, yes.
So that's a little bit like
throws it off a bit.
But I can feel my lower back just gets like that burning pain. And also I have really weak shoulder blades, the muscle here in between apparently.
Yes, rhomboids. So between the shoulder, yes.
Yeah, my chiropractor.
Common with hockey actually. I've played a lot of hockey and posture. Yeah, there's a lot of things that's why Pilates is so good for anything else because it gives you such a strong base.
Yeah, I do a bit of social media, so I'm constantly sitting at my laptop like hunched over.
So now you'll have me in your head going head against
the wall. I try like be conscious and like.
So the problem though is if you overdo it, compensate, that's going to cause other problems. Yeah. So that's the thing is you have to actually just try and relax, but try and get the alignment of your spine correct. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to just do a basic class, go through a few things, and then maybe show you some things that you can do when you do feel that back pain. Hopefully it can help ease it during the month of the days when you do feel it. And then you can, because I'm sure you probably don't feel like exercising on those days either.
No.
Yeah. So maybe a gentle Pilates session is what you could actually do, which means at least you get to move your body.
Yeah. Which I always feel so relaxed afterwards, which is nice.
Yeah. Which is but relaxed. And it's so interesting because often when people are in pain, you think, oh, I mustn't move or my back's sore. I need to sit still. But it's actually often it's the worst thing you can do, not moving. Because you actually need to warm up those muscles, need to move them. Otherwise, they just like get stiffer and tighter. Okay, so we're going to start with a roll down. So standing feet fist width apart. Good. I want you to lift up all 10 toes for me, spread them out and place them all back down on the floor. Good. I want you to pull up in the arches of your feet and use your quad muscles to straighten your knees. So standing up tall. Good. I want you to engage TA 30%. Do you know how to engage TA? Good. Okay, so just make sure it's not the pelvic floor muscle. It's the muscles in between here. So it's like you're drawing your two hip bones gently towards each other. Good. And then you're going to grow a little bit taller through your spine. But just watch that when you do that, your shoulders don't go along with. Okay. You're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and breathe into those ribs. Good. And just breathe everything out through your mouth. Good. Try and breathe out for longer than you think you can to get rid of the stale air. Good. Breathe in again through your nose, breathing laterally into those ribs. Lovely. And everything out through your mouth. Good. Then you're going to do a roll down on the next one. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, breathing laterally into the ribs. As you exhale, you're going to nod your head towards your feet and just peel that spine slowly down. Imagine you peeling away from a wall behind you. Completely relax that upper body. It's like a floppy rag doll. Good. Then I want you to lengthen your neck and relax that head. It's like you've got a weight attached to the crown of your head, gently drawing your head towards your feet. Good. Legs are strong. Upper body is completely relaxed. Nice. Take an inhale into your ribs. On the next exhale, I want you to engage your abs, glutes, and hamstrings and slowly restack your spine on top of your hips. So you're going to start by bringing this up first. Yes, your lower back up first, then uncurling. So get that curl in that spine. Pull belly button in. Yes, good. And shoulders come up, and then lastly your head all the way up to the top. Great. Let's go again. Inhale into those ribs. As you exhale, nod your head towards your feet. You've got about a 4-finger gap between your chin and your chest. So have a little gap. It's like you've got a piece of fruit there. Yes. And slowly peel down. Good. Try not to move your hips back too much. It's hard. Yes, long neck, heavy head. So you can lengthen that neck now. Good. This way. Yeah. Straighten your right leg, bend your left. So straighten the right one, bend your, yeah, there we go. Can you feel that stretch into the hammies?
Yeah.
Is it going into your right hip?
No.
Okay. And then straighten the left leg, bend the right.
I do have very tight hamstrings as well.
Which can also cause lower back pain.
Yeah, me and that tennis ball
you
are
know
great
you're getting
friends.
it from the endometriosis, but the tight hammies are like the first thing we look for with lower back pain.
Yeah, I do. I'm religious with that tennis ball as well.
And then straighten both legs for me. Good. Bend both knees. Good. Straighten both knees. Nice. Inhale into those ribs. As you exhale, engage abs, glutes, and hamstrings. Keep this down. I want you to come up from here first. So keep this down. Bring this up first. Bring. Yes. Slowly. It's like you're uncurling like a plant that uncurls with sunlight. Nice. And then last thing to come up is the head. Great. Last one. Inhale into those ribs. As you exhale, nod your head towards your feet and peel that spine all the way down. Good. Long neck, heavy head. Do you run?
I try to.
Okay. Inhale into those ribs. As you exhale, engage abs, glutes, and hamstrings. Come up from this lower back first, using those abs. Try and get that articulation in the spine. Restacking your spine on top of your hips, one bone at a time. Good. And standing all the way up. Lovely. Okay. I want you to hold your arms up to the ceiling, palms facing each other. And you're going to inhale, reach over towards the front of the studio. Good. Pretend you're between two panes of glass. Try and lift that right hand higher than the left. Can you feel that stretch up the side? Using your tummy muscles, you're going to come back through center. Good. And then you're going to inhale and reach over towards the other side. Yes. Good. And back to center. Nice. One more each side. Inhale over to your left. Good. And back to center. Nice. And inhale over to the right. Great. And back to center. Now you're going to imagine that you've got a pole and it's bolted from your chin and your sternum or chest bone and your belly button are all stuck in a straight line. Arms are still up. Okay. And then you're going to rotate through that spine to your left, but keep your hips facing forwards. Yes. So it doesn't matter how far, you shouldn't be able to go too far. Yes. And come back to the center and then over to your right hand side, keeping your hips facing forward. Great. And back to center. And once more to the left. Good. And back to center. Draw those ribs down if you can. Nice. And towards the right. And back to center. Good. Arms back down next to your sides. Lovely. I just want to do a foot exercise because it's so helpful because everything starts with the feet. So I want you to look at your feet for me. And I want you to keep those ankles, they're nice and neutral. I want you to keep them as still as you can. So you're going to lift up only the big toes and you're going to keep all the other toes down and you're going to keep the ankles still. Good. And big toes down. Nice. And big toes up. Lift everything else, keep everything else down. Great. And down. And two more, lift just the big toes up. And down. And last one, lift up, keep holding up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Middle of the heel, ball of the foot in line with the baby toe, ball of the foot in line with the big toe, those parts pushing down. So keep pushing the big toes down, but lift all the other toes up, but you're still putting pressure here. You know what I mean? So it's like which is hard because when you lift your baby toe, this automatically wants to come off. Yes. And down. Keep pushing those big toes down as hard as you can into the floor and lift the baby toes up. Can you feel it pulling here? Yeah. And place them down. Good. And lift all the baby toes up. Keep the big toes down and keep the outside ball of your feet down. And down. One more. Lift the baby toes up. Keep pushing the big toes down. Yes. And hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. To the reformer for me, just placing 3 red springs on, and you're going to sit down for me and then lie all the way down with your head in the headrest, shoulders against the shoulder rest. Just let me know if you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfy? Great. And then I want you to put your feet on the foot bar, fist width apart. Good. Nice. Okay, so your feet stay flexed. Perfect. You were doing it perfectly, which is it's so hard not to curl the toes.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't actually curling your toes, but as I started touching you here, you pulled up the toes. Because if you think about it, when you're standing on the floor, we don't lift our toes.
Yeah.
But it's hard. You should feel a pull in the shins. That's quite normal. Okay, then I want that pelvis to stay in neutral. Good. So your pubic bone and your 2 hip bones are a triangle and they're level. It's like you've got a cup of coffee resting on your pelvis, and that doesn't shift. So what we're doing here is footwork. It might feel like it's legs, but it's actually focusing on the feet.
Okay.
And we want this pelvis to stay stable as well as the trunk. So that's what we're trying to get. It's a stable trunk and pelvis so that everything moving off it can work optimally.
Okay.
So it's important to keep this gap in the lower back. So keep that pelvis, in neutral the whole time. At the same time, you like me, my ribs tend to want to flare
all the time.
But for me, I find it very tricky to knit my ribs down without shifting the pelvis.
I do that all the time, yeah.
So the first thing to do is the pelvis wins. So if it does change the shape of the pelvis, then keep the ribs as they are, but just try and, without even almost moving them, just try and get that feeling of drawing them down. Because eventually you'll be able to do both, but the pelvis takes preference. Okay, so keeping that pelvis in neutral, I want you to, on an exhale, push through your heels and straighten out. Good. Use your quad muscles, your thigh muscles to straighten your knees. Perfect. So you don't lock into the knee joint. And then slowly come back to the stopper with control without shifting that pelvis. So the pelvis has to stay neutral. The reason we work with a neutral pelvis is we want the ab muscles and the back muscles that are the stabilizers. They're called multifidus at the back and transversus abdominis at the front. We want both of them switched on. If you squash your lower back into the carriage, then your back muscles can take a holiday. And we want them to actually work. We want that there to be balance between the front and the back. Okay. So push through those heels and straighten out. Try and keep your feet as still as possible, which is quite hard because I feel it's quite tight on the shins. And pull back to the stopper. Yeah, it's funny with this exercise, people often think, oh, it's leg work, and then I'm not doing it's not hard enough, or it's not enough, but we're actually focusing on the feet. It's called footwork. So we're focusing on the strength in those feet. Push through the heels, evenly through the heels, which should activate the bum muscles. Great. Because a lot of people's bum muscles actually don't fire.
Oh, wow,
And it's crucial.
I have had issues with activating my glutes, so I got given, they're called glute pops. So you like squeeze one, squeeze the other. Which is very funny to do it.
Yes, but it's also good to get the brain, the neural pathway going. And that's why it's so important to think about the muscle you're wanting to activate. There are lots of people, especially runners are a big thing, where their quads and their hammies are actually taking over and their glutes aren't firing properly. Push through the heels and straighten out. Good. How's your back feeling? Fine. And slowly draw back to the stopper. Good. We're going to do one more like this. Exhale, push away. Good. And inhale, draw back. Lovely. Now I want you to put your heels together and your toes apart for me. Good. Keeping that pelvis in neutral, keeping the foot flexed or the feet flexed. And you're going to push away. So lengthen these arms, push the backs of the arms into the carriage, push away from the foot bar, and you'll bring your inner thighs towards each other. You feel the bum muscles wrapping. Good. And slowly back to the stopper, keeping that pelvis in neutral, so don't let the lower back squash into the carriage. Nice. And exhale, push away. Good. And inhale, draw back. Can you feel your inner thighs? Okay. Exhale, push away. Even though your heels are touching, try and keep drawing them together as well. So it's like you've got magnets in your heels and they're constantly drawing together. Slowly back to the stopper. Good. Last one. Exhale, push away. Good. And squeeze and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to halfway for me. Good. Hold the carriage still, and I want you to keep the carriage still, and I want you to keep your toes apart, but I want you to glue your knees together. Good. And release. And glue your knees together for 2. And release. And glue together for 3. And release. Glue together for 4. And release. 5. And release. 6. And release. 7. Release. 8. Release. 9. Release. And last one, 10. Squeeze and hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back to the stopper. Where did you feel that?
My quads, my bum, my shins, everywhere.
Good. Okay, I want you to slowly get up for me, but we're going to do a little bit of a transition. So you're going to place your legs over the foot bar. Good. You're going to point your toes. Keep your head down for the second. Point your toes. Glue your inner thighs together. Get that pelvis in neutral and nice and strong. Draw in those abs. Arms up to the ceiling, palms facing forwards. Keep drawing your shoulder blades. Yeah, so there. Okay. Keep drawing your shoulder blades down into the carriage. Can you feel?
Yeah.
And then keep the arms in their sockets. So often we reach out like that. So I want you to keep drawing them back. And then I want you to inhale, nod your head to look at your feet using your abs. Exhale, feel like you're being punched in the tummy and sit all the way up. Yes, yes, yes. Well done. Swing your legs over the bar for me, back onto the floor. Nice. And we're just going to do some arm exercises, a few targeting the rhomboids between your shoulder blades. You're going to swing your legs around and your legs are going to be straight. Your heels are going to be on the headrest. So just sit up. Yes. And then you're going to sit up nice and tall for me. So can you feel your bum bones underneath you? Good. 4 fingers in, thumbs out. Good. Strong wrists. Nice. And I want you to sit up as tall as you can. So you've got that natural curve in the lower back. Good. Back of the head pushing into that wall behind you. Chin is parallel. Perfect. Arms are wider than the carriage. Good. Long fingers. And you're going to push your arms back behind you, as far behind you as you can. Great. And you're going to come slowly forward, basically to where your gym pants end. That's your stop and start position. Yeah. Yes. And push from there. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Good. Breathing into those ribs. Nice. And push. So the hard thing here is not to hunch your shoulders up to your ears. So just try and tell your shoulders to relax as much as possible. Good. 4 more. 1. Slowly back. Good. 2. Nice. Slowly back. 3. Great. And last one. Hold behind you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I want you to put your hands through the straps and I want you to hold on to the knot part of the rope. Good. Okay. So from there, I want you to keep your shoulders where they are, but I want you to lift your hands up to be in line with your shoulders. Good. And your knuckles face forward. So your hands stay like this. You're going to bend your elbows and pull back. And it's like you're squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. And then just look either side and make sure your elbows and your shoulders and your hands are at the same height.
Okay.
So, yes. Can you feel that here?
Yeah.
Good. And then slowly release to straighten out. Nice. And pull back for 2. And slowly release. Good. Pull back for 3. Lovely. And slowly release. Good. Pull back for 4, and we'll do 2 more after this. And release. And 5. Good. And straighten. And the last one, pull back and squeeze your shoulder blades together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Then the last thing I want to get you to do is keeping so you can let go of the ropes. I mean the knot part on the rope. No, you're going to keep that on your forearm, but you're going to move it to still on your forearm, just below your elbows.
Below,
on your forearm still. Great. Now I want you to get your elbows together, and I want your elbows to be at the same height as your shoulders. Good. So from there, you're going to open your elbows out, and you're going to close them, get them to touch in front of you. Can you feel that between your shoulder blades? Good. And open. Great. And close. Can you still feel your bum bones underneath you? It's like you're sitting on hot coals. Good. 3. And it might get harder and harder to close your elbows as you get tired. Good. Nice. We're just going to do 3 more. So open 1 and close. Good. Open 4. 2 and close. Yes. And 3. Hold it open and do little pulses up for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then glue your elbows together. You're going to hate me for this one. Pulse up. 10, 9, 8. Can you feel that right there? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done.
Woo. Sure.
So that targets exactly those muscles that you need to work on.
Sure.
So we're going to end there, but let's do a roll down and see how you feel at the end compared to the beginning. So hop off here for me. Good. So feet fist width apart. Close them a little bit. Yes. Inhale into those ribs. As you exhale, nod your head towards your feet and peel that spine slowly down. 1 bone at a time. Good. Long neck, heavy head. Yes. Inhale there. Exhale, engage abs, glutes, and hamstrings, and slowly peel up. Get the lower back up first, then the middle back, then the upper back. Shoulders last, and then your head. Good. How did that feel?
Yeah.
Lift your shoulders up to your ears and drop them down. Lift them up and drop them down. Well done, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I feel much better. Before I came in, obviously, like I had mentioned, I had really tight upper back. I was just feeling quite stiff, and now, like you've mentioned, like with your breathing and just really targeting and focusing on the specific muscles, you can feel them engaged, but at the same time, you can also feel how much they've relaxed as well.